is going on, YouTube? My name is Lucas, and today I wish I could invest in a haircut. I really do want a haircut, but the real reason we are here is I am going to go over 4 stocks I believe are a perfect time to get into right now and purchase those stocks. I'm going to discuss each one of these stocks into detail and give you examples on why I believe they are buy now stocks. Let the games begin. News outlets such as MarketWatch, CNBC, and Barron's are given some positive outlooks currently on where we're sitting as a market. CNBC and MarketWatch have put out news articles stating that Goldman Sachs is saying that the market has hit its low. Goldman is quoted to say that the government is doing everything it can to counteract the news from the coronavirus, that we have definitely hit the lowest we're probably going to go. That's positive news. Withdrew their bearish viewpoint, which is also another positive sign. I agree with every one of these news outlets as far as when it talks about hitting the bottom. I have a bullish view anyways. That's always been my viewpoint. I always want to see the market doing great, and I always want to see it excelling, so I've always kind of naturally just have a bullish viewpoint. This is where I'm going to give you the 4 stocks that I believe are a buy now opportunity. So pay attention. Number 1, and I wish I could see some of your guys' reactions, is Boeing. That's right, Boeing. They have been in the headlines as far as negative news left and right. It's just constant. And they're not being able to keep up with the funds, especially daily. But I do see some positives, and I'm going to give you some examples. Through this amazingly tough time that the coronavirus has crippled Boeing, they have found a way to maintain production. They recently started back up with their KC-46 planes that they provide to the Air Force. Those are tanker fuelers that help out with the Air Force planes. Following any type of news on Boeing, you know that they are heavily involved in our defense system. And that is another reason why I am on board with Boeing. I think that as we continue to get out of this coronavirus, they're going to continue to provide those defense systems to our defense system. And I think that's key for Boeing. That Boeing has going for them is obviously their 737 MAX. And that is something that the company is continuing to evaluate. And eventually I do feel that they'll get it right. When that does, look out. This company is a buy now. Continue on the airline system. My company number 2 I'm recommending is Southwest Airlines. Obviously, the news is just smashing Southwest Airlines. All planes are currently grounded. There's no travel. And all kinds of just news is impacting Southwest Airlines. People are not traveling for leisure. They're clearly not traveling for business. Stay-at-home orders are in effect. That's why this company is significant. Everything I just listed is going to happen at some point in the future. Planes are not going to be grounded forever. They're going to start flying. People are going to start traveling for vacations again. People are definitely going to start flying for business again. And that's when Southwest Airlines capitalizes. Why I am recommending Southwest Airlines is because they have been able to maintain a balance sheet that has been pretty decent. And on top of that, they're the most financially stable out of all the airlines. The stock, Southwest Airlines, is definitely at a reduced price. And that is why I'm recommending it as a buy. On top of that, did I mention they pay a dividend? Number 3 on the list, Visa. It's a company I've always wanted to own. And with the way the market is currently holding that price, it is a buy now for sure. It's a company I've always wanted to invest in, especially with how heavily invested they are in the money industry. They transfer the money from the bank to the merchant. They're heavily involved in e-commerce. And think about it. How many people do you know have a Visa card? Visa stock has been impacted by the coronavirus, and it has been down in price. That is the reason why I'm putting this in as a recommendation. It is definitely a buy now. Take advantage while you can. Major reasons why I like Visa is because they actually do not issue out credit cards. Most people would be confused by that statement. They actually give banks the opportunity to then issue their cards, such as Chase, Wells Fargo, Capital One. When they do that, they are able to determine the interest rates. And the reason this is significant is because if people go belly up and they choose not to make those payments, Visa isn't in charge or responsible for getting those payments back. It's the bank. Some news that Visa recently released is that they are going to be pairing with Fold. And what that entails is that Visa's FinTech Fast Track program is going to allow you to earn Bitcoin rewards. That's a big deal, especially people who are heavily invested into Bitcoin. One last thing with Visa. Did I forget to mention they pay a dividend? And last but not least, number 4 is Tesla. And I think all I need to say now is the reason why it's a buy is Elon Musk. Really, Tesla is constantly always in the news. They're constantly getting positive news. They get hit with negative news. You're always seeing Tesla in some form of a headline, especially how big of a growth stock this company is. Tesla was affected by the coronavirus in a major way, having to shut down so many different plants. But that's also a significance because after China was able to recover from the coronavirus, Tesla was able to open its Shanghai Gigafactory back up and start producing cars again. That created a positive news for Tesla when it seems like news is just always bad. They were able to produce 88,400 vehicles during this time. That is up from an estimate of 79,000. That's huge. While the CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, is contributing ventilators to those in need during this coronavirus. More positive news. I say Tesla is a buy now. This growth stock has been known to climb to the mid-900s, and it's just currently sitting at too good of a price. We buy now. You will consider buying these 4 stocks. And if you like the video, like the video. And if you like the content I'm providing, subscribe to the channel. As always, have a good day.